Sego se wakwego katine nyongets. Hello everyone, my name is Gail Whitlow. I'm live at Six Nations, my home territory. I am Haudenosaunee woman. My nation is Bear. My nation is Mohawk. My clan is Bear Clan, and I just want you to look around and see the beauty of this beautiful day. The sun is shining.
I love it.
Spring is coming. Spring is here, and it's all about new beginnings. Right now, it's a trying time for a lot of people. We have, a pandemic in action right now, but well, the pandemic is causing some grief or some chaos. I find that it's bringing peace. And just being here and standing here in this beauty creates this peace that hopefully you can feel as you watch this video. I own a business called Ancestral Voices Healing Center. Ancestral Voices was the vision and dream that I had many years ago, and I have been actually at the business for 13 years, lucky 13, and I incorporate many things into the business. I incorporate traditional healing, traditional teachings. I incorporate different types of ceremony and disciplines, as well as I have herbs and different types of crystals and other things needed in the healing realm. It's so good to be alive during this time. This time is activating a very deep place in my heart, in my soul. I know that there was a time when people said we were waiting for something, or waiting. And now I know that we are the ones that we are waiting for. And we have some very strong spirits here that help us to connect uh, in different ways to our environment, to our earth, to the waters, to the winds, to the air. It's just a beautiful time to express, I guess, this heartfelt thank you that I still and we still have the opportunity to do this. I want to chit chat a little bit today about what spring means to us. Spring is a time of rejuvenation and renewal, and the trees have finished uh, their sap production now. Uh, for many years, or for our ancestors, it meant that it was a renewed life because they had to go through long, tough, difficult winters, and the maple syrup was the first sustenance that brought back the life into their bodies and made them ready for the new time. The new time each year is different, and if you look around at the beauty of the land is all about science. So we actually live in a big scientific pool, and through the interaction of the plants and the animals and the birds and the elements, there's the scientific process that helps to keep us as beings of the land or beings of the earth in balance. Now, for some, the spring also represents joy. Joy is something that we really seem to uh, not know how to find. Joy, happiness, beauty, respect, all of those things that our ancestors felt. We actually can connect with them simply by standing in nature, looking at the trees, communicating with the trees, standing on the land, feeling the energy, the renewed strength that the land gives you. If you listen, you can hear the different elements. You can hear some types of little creatures. You can see the movement in the sky. All of these are signs that this is a unique day in our life. And being a unique day, this day will never come again because nothing will ever be like today. So, what we have to do is we have to embrace what we have today, whether it be raining, whether it be snowing, whether it be sunny, whether it be cloudy. We have to embrace the uniqueness of each day because each day is going to be different, and change is all there is. Our elders talk about change. They talk about, uh, I guess, signs that something is needing to change. I remember 100 years ago, or I don't physically remember 100 years ago. I'm not quite 100 years old, but I remember as a child when things were totally different than they are now. I mean, I lived in Buffalo for a short time, or for a few years, my younger years. And during the summer, we would have the opportunity to come back to Six Nations, and we would spend the weekends here and the summers here. And we got to live a different way of life because there was no indoor plumbing. We had to use the outhouse, and I was just reminded that we used old newspaper for our toilet paper. We had to get our water from the well. And, as a child, I just remember that they were very exciting times because uh, there was something about the work ethic that really helped to establish a um, I don't even know how to describe it. That work was different than turning on the water when we were home in Buffalo or at other places. It just felt different. And we got to play with our cousins, and we got to run through the fields, and we got to climb trees, and life was just so different here compared to being in the city. And it was there that the elements, I guess, they kind of like pull you in because you really want to be connected. You really want to be outside. And as children, we really had no choice. It was get outside, you kids. So we learned how to use the outdoor environment as our playground. We learned how to um, experiment and do things um, that were fun and exciting to us. So I just want to take this last bit of time to say how grateful I am to each and every one of you who are listening, to each and every one of you who can feel what I feel, and also the elders that are near and dear to you. Listen to their words, because as you grow older, it's then that you understand more of what they're trying to tell you and what they're trying to impart on you. So, being and saying all of that, uh, the ceremonial way has been my way of life, and it has brought me to this place where I can actually say I'm happy regardless of what's going on in my personal or my outer life. Happiness is something that you create for yourself. So Nyawa go